Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Shalom, Israel, Most High Christ bless, Most High Christ bless. Hey, we are here. We got another 15 minutes with the captain. We're going to knock it out real quick. Today's lesson is living with regret. Living with regret. All right. We're going to start off with the definition of regret real quick.
Regret. Sorrow aroused by circumstances beyond one's control or power to repair.
Read that part again.
Sorrow aroused by circumstances beyond one's control or power to repair.
That's the one I want, because oftentimes we don't realize a lot of things that we mourn or what we feel sorry for is this regret that we have no control over. Our lives have been led up until this point. We've been pushed to this point by the Most High God. He's directed our steps this far, and we have to take over from there. A lot of things that we did in the world, a lot of things that all praise the Most High for these kids coming up and right behind us, and they're learning a different way than we learned. We went through a lot of filth to get where we are, and some people have not let that go. And because you can't let it go, what it does is it inhibits you from moving forward faster. So I just want to go over a quick class, Lord's will. This touches somebody's spirit and is able to help you out. Okay, Romans 15:4.
Romans chapter 15 and verse 4.
Come on.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning,
Read.
that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
So a lot of things that we look at right now is we look through the scriptures for comfort, and some of us still battle. We battle with the thoughts, we battle with the memories that we have of old time, and it holds us back. But we have to learn how to let it go. It says through the patience of this. Read again.
Romans chapter 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime.
So the things that were written aforetime, the learning that we're getting with the bishops, the deacons, the captains, we're going over these lessons and we're showing you a better way. It's not sitting on Esau's couch and popping Esau's pills. This is the comfort that we need. Read.
Were written for our learning.
Read.
That we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
We might have hope, because a lot of people are not going to find hope. A lot of people cannot find happiness in the Bible because they can't find happiness in themselves. So in order for you to break that cycle, you have to learn how to let go. So like I said, that's what this class is about. Real quick, give me Isaiah 43 and verse 18.
Isaiah chapter 43 and verse 18.
Read.
Remember ye not the former things.
Remember ye not what?
Neither consider the things of old.
Read it again.
Remember ye not the former things.
Remember ye not the former things. A lot of things that we learned in the world are a hindrance to us. It's an old chain and ball around your ankles. So you got that picture? That's what it looks like. That's what carrying around your past behind you and you can't let it go. It's weighing you down. It holds you back and it keeps you from moving forward as fast as you should be able to move. We have to learn how to cut that ball and chain from around our ankles and drop those bags. Those bags weigh a lot too. Some of you sisters, you have a lot of baggage. And you have to learn how to let that go. Some of you men, you weren't raised with fathers. You were raised by single mothers, and you have that chain and ball around your ankle where you're not able to deal with your emotions and how you deal with men. You got to let that go. We have to stand up strong. We have to be the pillars of what we're building here. You are the legs, the torso, the arms, the feet. We are all those things. We're one body trying to come back together. All right? Keep reading.
Behold, I will do a new thing.
I will do a new thing. Read.
Now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it?
Drop that and give me Ecclesiastes 3 and 1.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 1.
Come on.
To everything there is a season.
So everything that we go through, there's a season for it. Some of the things that you went through, that season is come and gone. You have to let it go. You hold on to it, and you hold on for so long is that it becomes normal to you. And it becomes so normal to you that when people tell you, hey man, you gotta let that stuff go, you look at them like, hey man, this is what I got. This is me. That's not you. That's the old you. Give me that picture.
You can't start the next chapter of your life if you keep rereading the last one. Forget the past and move on.
Read it one more time, let it sink in.
You can't start the next chapter of your life.
The new chapter of your life is you keeping God's commandments in the faith of Jesus the Christ. That's the new chapter in your life. Read.
If you keep rereading the last one.
If you reread or you keep going back to that old man, or you keep going back to those old memories, and you drinking your sorrows away and everything is a burden to you, you cannot move forward. You cannot move to the next chapter. You have to turn the page. Read.
Forget the past and move on.
Forget the past and move on. There's nothing holding you there's nothing holding you to a memory except you. Nothing is holding you to a memory except you. You have to let it go. All right, go back to Ecclesiastes. Start 1 again.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 1.
Come on.
To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
Here.
A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill, and a time to heal.
And a time to heal. While you're building in this truth, while you're building yourself up, while you're building your mind, your spirit, while you're building your family, this is the time to start healing. Let those old wounds heal. Esau has done a lot to us to get us to this point. Our people have done a lot to us to get this to this point. Some people are still dealing with people in their house, holding them back. Some of you right now listening to this has somebody in their house that's keeping them from becoming their full potential because you are holding on to the past. If that person does not want to move forward with God's commandments, guess what you have to do? You have to get out the old hacksaw, and you might have to cut that ball and chain. So you might have to cut that ball and chain. I know it hurts. I know it hurts. You say you think you can hug your way out of it, but you can't.
The past is a place of reference.
Read.
Not a place of residence.
You should not harp on a place that is hurting your spirit. You should not allow yourself to be tethered to an emotional tie that is hurting your spirit. Those are the regrets that you have to let go. You have to let it go in order for you to move forward. Go back to the scripture.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 3. A time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up.
So the breaking down process, that's what we're going through right now. You're destroying the old man and the new man is being built in you. You destroy old woman. You're destroying that old person and that new person is being built in its place. But you can't do both. You can't have the old man and the new man growing in the same spirit. It's not going to work. Somebody has to die. Either the new spirit that's in you that's growing under Christ now is going to die because you stop feeding the spirit, or you're going to continue to feed the flesh, and the flesh is going to grow and it's going to take over. So you have to pick and choose of which one you're going to let take over. Read.
A time to weep and a time to laugh.
A time to weep. A lot of the regrets that we have is enough to make you weep. A lot of things that we've gone through, we've lost family members, we've lost people that's close to us. We have to let that time pass. Pull that up.
A regret is simply a mistake we haven't learned the proper lesson from yet.
Read that again.
A regret is simply a mistake we haven't learned the proper lesson from yet.
So all the things that we go through are building blocks to get you to where you are right now. Everything that you've gone through life, your scrapes, your cuts, your bruises, all of those things were made to make you tougher, to make you battle ready. This is a battle. This is not just a spiritual battle. This is a physical battle too. You have to physically let go of things in order for your spirit to grow. Give me some of the pictures. Oh, my man right here. When I say my man look like he's been through a lot of things, you look at his eyes and see he's seen a lot of things in his life. He's seen a lot of bad days. Come on. Come on. This is some of our people right now. Right now, you sitting at home. You might be. Hopefully, you're watching classes, and this one popped up in your feed that help feed your spirit. But this is a lot of our people. We're sitting around and we're dealing with regrets. We're dealing with problems that we just have not let go yet, and because we haven't let go, it's tethered us. It's holding us back. Some of us weep. We weep, not physically, but spiritually. Spiritually, you're a broken spirit, and we have to let that go and become a new person again, a new creature in Christ. Go ahead, go back to Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 4.
Come on,
A time to weep and a time to laugh,
come on,
a time to mourn and a time to dance,
read,
a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together,
read,
a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing,
read,
a time to get and a time to loose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. What profit hath he that worketh in that wherein he laboreth?
So what profit is all these things that we go through and we don't learn anything from this? What are we doing all this for if we haven't learned anything from it? All our regrets are things that we've been through and we haven't learned a lesson from yet. If you regret something, that's because you haven't got the meaning out of it yet. Grab on to what the meaning of it is. You can reflect on it, but you shouldn't be allowed, but it shouldn't pull you backwards, I should say. Give me Romans 8:28.
Romans chapter 8 and verse 28.
Read.
And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God.
So all these things that we've been through, they're for a reason. They're for a reason. You didn't get battle tested. You didn't go through that fire for no reason. The Most High brought you through that. The Most High brought you through all those things that you feel or you don't understand yet. Just take your time, reflect on it. Reflect on a lot of things that we've been through, like the emotional distress that you've had with your family members. Guess what it does? It pushes you away from people that would have held you back. Think about your rebellious children that ran away from home. I pray that's not an issue that's holding you back. But if they ran away from home, these are kids that could potentially have killed you or done something crazy to you. All these things are the Most High's plan. We do not have control over anything that the Most High is doing. You are just playing your part. Play your part. We are all one. This is one big movie that's already been written, and we're just playing it out all over again. All over again. Read.
To them who are the called according to his purpose.
According to what?
According to his purpose.
According to what?
According to his purpose.
All of these things that we go through is according to the Most High's purpose. You give him all glory. Give him all honor. Because whether you understand it or not, that doesn't mean anything. Just give him all honors and glory because you don't understand it yet. But it'll be clear to you if you be patient and you put your head down in this book and you learn and learn and learn some more. From there, give me 1 Peter 5 and 6.
1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 6.
Read.
Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of God.
Come on.
That he may exalt you in due time.
In due time, like I said, you might not understand. The things that we go through is some things is beyond our understanding. Right now, it's beyond your understanding. But if you are patient, if you humble yourself, the Most High, and you meditate on it, a lot of things come through meditation, prayer, and fasting. The Most High will reveal all things to you in due time. It might not be your season to know why you go through the things that you're going through. You just stay humble, keep God's commandments, study, pray, and apply. Follow those steps, follow that protocol, and you're going to be all right. You don't have to live with those regrets. Read on.
Casting all your care upon him.
Will you cast your cares?
Casting all your care upon him.
Does it say drink yourself to sleep?
Casting all your care upon him.
Take drugs.
Casting all your care upon him.
You have to put all your cares and your worries on the Most High. You send those up in your prayers. Send those up. Ask the Most High for understanding. Ask the Most High for mercy. You ask those things in the most, and you keeping God's commandments, he's going to give you those things. If you're asking in earnesty, if you're asking those things, you keeping God's commandments, that's the remedy. That's the remedy that you really need. That's the remedy that we all need. Because all of us are going through it. All of us have a past. All of us have been through many things to get to the point that we in. We have to learn how to endure. Endure. Read.
For he careth for you.
Who cares for you?
For he careth for you.
The Most High has the hairs on your heads counted. He cares for you. If he didn't care for you, you would have never woke up. You would have never understood what this gospel meant. You'd have been somewhere banging a tambourine with a pork chop hanging out your mouth. The Most High cares for you because he's trying to give you a kingdom. He's trying to give you everlasting life. But you have to believe. You have to fight through your problems and your stress and your regrets. You have to fight. Nobody else can do that for you. This is a self-fight, a self-made fight. Read on.
Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil,
Who?
Your adversary, the devil.
The devil is your adversary, believe it or not. Some of you believe that it's just your spouse in your house that's your enemy. No, the devil is also your enemy. And the devil comes in many forms. The devil could be on your spouse. The devil could be on your boss. The devil could be on your kids. The devil could be on you. You can wind up being your own worst enemy. You can wind up being your own worst enemy, and your regrets will be the pathway that the devil takes to take you out of here. You not being able to let go just basically destroy your life and everything. Your future is gone with it just because you couldn't let go. Come on, read.
As a roaring lion walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
You think it's supposed to be easy? This walk is going to be easy? No, those days are behind us. The days of easiness is behind us. Now it's going to be earned. We all going to walk this straight path. We all got to see what's in front of us, and we have to walk through it. We have to walk through it, and most of it is ourselves. We are in our own way. We have to get out of our own way. Read on.
Whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world.
We are all going through this. Give me Psalms 55 and 22.
Psalms chapter 55 and verse 22.
Come on.
Cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved.
If you cast your burdens upon him, you're not going to be moved. You see how leadership is moving? Do it look like they're troubled, they're worried? Bishop is bringing that, and the deacons are bringing that already. If you're scared now, you're always going to be scared. You got to let that go. That's part of your regrets. Let it go. And in order for us to win this righteous death, you have to let go. And that's part of your trial. From there, give me John 14 and 27 real quick.
John chapter 14 and verse 27.
Hit me.
Peace I leave with you. My peace I give unto you.
Come on.
Not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled.
So Christ is saying, I'm going to give you that peace. The Most High says, I'm going to give you that peace. You're looking for peace in all the wrong places at most time, and that's why you learn to be regretful. You have to let that thing go and move forward, knowing that there's a higher hope for you, knowing that there's something greater for you. He said he's going to give you peace, meaning that's future tense. We don't have it yet. Read on.
Neither let it be afraid.
Come on.
Ye have heard how I said unto you, I go away and come again unto you. If ye love me,
read.
Ye would rejoice.
You would rejoice. You would learn to let these things go. If you love Christ, you would know that he got us. He got us. Let it go. Read.
Because I said, I go unto the Father, for my Father is greater than I.
He's gonna be the propitiation. He's the person that's going to go before the Father and ask for us again. You understand? One last scripture, Matthew 6 and 33.
Matthew chapter 6 and verse 33.
Come on.
But seek ye first the kingdom of God.
Read.
And his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
When you seek the Lord, when you seek the kingdom, all these things will be added unto you. That peace that we're looking for will be added unto us. That peace of mind, that peace of spirit, we will have it eventually, but you have to hold on. The troops are coming. Read.
Take therefore no thought for the morrow.
Don't worry about what happened yesterday or what's coming tomorrow. He got us. Read on.
For the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself.
The tomorrow is going to take care of itself. Worry about the present. You can't change the past. The only thing that you can worry about is the present. Come on.
Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof.
So it's sufficient for you until the day of evil, meaning the day that bomb drops and the world ends. That's when you'll have your peace. And with that, we say shalom.
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models.